I'm all right. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Good. My son sent me a text last night and asked me if, after watching the Browns, whether or not I changed my position about whether or not the Eagles should be in the top five. And I said
Mm. Yeah,
no.
but they played the
They
Jets.
played the Jets.
They played the Jets. Come on. I mean, shoot, the Jets made Joe Flacco look like he did back in
Oh
2012.
my God, yeah, like Joe Flacco should be in the Hall of Fame
I
tomorrow.
know, you know what I'm saying? They made him look like a first ballot Hall of Famer last night, but nah, I tell you, like I said, man, the two teams that if I'm the Ravens, I really don't want to play in the playoffs. The Browns and the Steelers. I really don't want to see them in the playoffs.
Yeah, bro, they
That's
definitely look good.
but they just like I said that AFC North, any of those teams can beat each other on any day. It's just a matter of who's gonna have the better day, you know. And I don't know if you saw. Do you watch what is it? Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco. Do you watch them on that nightcap thing?
Sometimes,
Yeah,
not
because
often.
this is on you. Yeah, it's on YouTube, so you don't have to watch it right then because they do it after the games.
Yeah,
So I was looking at it this morning, and um they were talking about Joe Flacco versus Deshaun Watson, and
yeah,
how,
yeah.
and
That
the
has been a conversation.
yeah, and the difference in the in Deshaun Watson's play, and how Joe Flacco is playing a lot freer.
Yeah,
He's just kind of a lot more open. He's gone down the field, but that's what he did. That's what he did here in Baltimore. They threw the
and he's a
ball
good
down the
player.
field.
Let's not kid ourselves. He's a good player. He's proven himself to be a good quarterback. He's got a good arm. He
Yeah.
does it well. The I thought that there might be, and until Keisha just kind of brought me back to reality. Hey, good morning to everybody. My head is shaved today, and I've had cereal. For those of you that don't know what the best cereal is, it's this nasty cereal right here, Rice Krispies. You got to have Rice Krispies or Frosted Flakes or Cheerios. Uh,
Dude, you did not put Cheerios on that list, bro.
yeah, Cheerios. And
You
and
did
and
not put that Cheerios on
Cheerios,
that list.
Cheerios, man.
You
You gotta
just
have
want your
Cheerios
you
on
just
the
want your breath smelling like eggs all day long.
list. No, because I'm gonna brush my teeth and floss and brush my tongue, all the stuff that Crystal talked about yesterday. I'm going to do right. But you can't talk about cereal and not talk about Cheerios. They are in the cereal Hall of Fame.
Yep, no doubt. I grew up on Cheerios. I ate I
Yeah,
ate Cheerios so much, man. I refuse to eat them now. I refuse to eat Cheerios now. I'm not eating Cheerios. I had we had three options growing
okay.
up because we couldn't eat sweet cereal. Wasn't no Frosted Flakes. Wasn't no Captain
Really? No
Crunch.
sweet.
Oh
You
no,
told me about
mom
that
didn't.
yesterday. You said that
Mom didn't
yesterday.
play that. She was
Yeah,
like, "Nah, we taking care of them teeth."
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
but our choice was Raisin Bran, Corn Flakes, Cheerios.
Raisin Bran, corn flakes, Cheerios, and you couldn't even put. I'm assuming sugar in
No, we
your.
did. Yeah, yeah. Now,
You could do
yeah. Now
that.
I put
Okay,
now. Now I did put sugar.
okay,
But yeah,
okay,
you couldn't.
okay.
Yeah,
Did
you
you
can't
do it
eat
behind
those
your
cereals
mom's
plain.
back?
Say it again.
Did you do it behind your mom's back?
No, no,
Or
no.
you
She
did it in
allowed us
her
to put
face?
sugar. Yeah, she allowed us to put sugar on
Okay,
it.
all right.
But yeah, but nah, man. You wasn't eating the already sweetened cereals. But and I still like raisin bran. But I
So
ain't
yeah,
eating corn.
is that the only cereal? Like I can only eat either it has to be. I don't even eat Cheerios anymore. But it has to be Rice Krispies or Frosted Flakes. Those are
Really?
the
Now I love
only
frosted
cereals
flakes.
that I can eat.
Yeah, I eat frosted flakes. I eat apple jacks. Or I'll eat raisin bran.
Okay.
Those are my three that I like to eat.
Okay.
Maybe even
Those of
Captain
you that are
Crunch.
watching, type in what cereals y'all eat. I like to
Yeah, that
know
y'all
what
eat. Yeah,
cereals y'all eat. What y'all doing out there as it relates to cereals?
yeah.
Are you a Fruity Pebbles? Yeah,
I ain't eating nothing that say fruity.
yeah. So I want to know. I want to know if you a dude and you eat Fruity Pebbles. I really want to know if you a grown man eating Fruity Pebbles. Holla at your boy. Let us know. So yeah, and if you wondering if you say yes, whether or not we coming for you, yes, we are we are coming for you. This is not even a setup. We coming for you. So if you say that you eat Fruity Pebbles and you're a grown man, we are coming for you. What are some what are some of the other cereals, man? There
You
was
got Apple
honeycomb.
Jacks. Yeah, honeycomb. I love honeycomb. Honeycomb is good.
Okay.
It's good too. Like honeycomb.
Captain
Um,
Crunch,
yeah, Captain Crunch. What was the one I was just
sugar
thinking
corn
of?
pops, right?
Cinnamon Crunch. Cinnamon
Cinnamon
Crunch. You
crunch.
ever tried those cinnamon crunches? I've had that before. I don't eat it a whole lot, but that one's good. Um, what's the honeycomb? Oh man, what is it? It's similar to honeycomb. It's the little round popcorn like things. Sugar
That's that's
super
the
sugar crisp. No, that's not the one that I'm thinking about. But sugar crisp is another one with the
yeah, that
bear,
was
the
that
sugar bear.
dark brown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the one,
that
yeah, I can't
cereal
think
was
of the.
nasty.
You never liked
Oh
sugar
my
crisp?
God, that was the
Oh
nastiest
man, you don't know
cereal
what you're
of all
missing, bro.
time.
Nah,
Yeah, that
man,
was the nastiest
that
cereal
is so good.
of all
And I'm
time,
and I'm
bro.
trying to
Yeah,
think. It's called pop. It's called pop something.
sugar
And
corn
I
pop,
can't. Yeah,
corn
sugar
pop,
corn. Yeah, corn
sugar corn
pops.
pop.
Right, that's it. Yeah, corn pops. That's it. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah,
So, but
sugar
yeah, man.
corn
Yeah,
pop.
man.
Uh, and let's see. Okay, so I got some other questions. Dwight Robinson said cinnamon toast crunch. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
okay. Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I couldn't get that fancy, man. I couldn't get that fancy. If it wasn't if it wasn't Rice Krispies, Cheerios, and then they got really fancy and they started giving us frosted Rice Krispies,
Mm.
right? So that became a
I don't
thing.
remember that. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they got frosted Rice Krispies so that you didn't have to put sugar on it, right? And then I started eating the honey nut Cheerios,
Oh, okay.
right?
Okay. Okay.
And then of course frosted flakes. But that was it for me. And anybody out there like me, I want y'all to settle a debate that is happening in my home as we speak. Um, with Lala and I, Marcus and I. I like to know two things, right? Since we're talking about food, and this is all pregame. Those of you that know how we roll, this is all pregame. Welcome to the Grown Man Podcast. Uh, and we'll, as people come on, we'll be able to talk. We're gonna have interviews on here. Most times it'll be just Leroy and I, but Leroy and I have interviews. Sometimes people come on with us. Just a fun time. It's really a fun time. It ain't designed to be super serious, although we'll talk about serious topics every now and then. But this is what grown men talk about. Um, okay, so I want to know who y'all are out there. Leroy, I want to know who you are too. This will determine what our relationship looks like in 2024, quite honestly. If it can even survive this question. Because if you answer wrong, you already, hey Bernice, good
It's
morning.
Android. It's
It's
Android.
not an Android.
It's Android. So, so ain't no debate.
It's not a
It's
phone
Android.
question. See, it's not, you already defensive. It's not a phone question.
There's no debate. There's no question.
Dwight Robinson made a point, man. He's right. No, man, Bernice. It's not for men only. Good morning, Lala. No, man, Bernice. We do talk directly to men. We talk about men's issues, but if you have ever been interested in being a fly on the wall in the barbershop, then this podcast is for you. So, yeah, continue to hang out with us. Thank you. Bernice, are you the one that
That's
told
her.
me? Is that her?
Yes,
Bernice, I
her.
gave you an apology. I think yesterday. Was it yesterday I gave an apology to Bernice, Leroy?
Was it? Is it the yesterday? Maybe day before.
Yesterday or day
I'm not sure.
before. Bernice said Team iPhone.
I know. Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, you know
She's
Bernice.
iPhone. This is the one that I introduced you to about that did the CBO summit, that did the Kenya summit. This is her.
Oh,
This
okay.
is her.
Yeah, Bernice. Bernice,
This is her.
please. I need to talk to you, Bernice. I need to talk to you. Let's talk. I was asking whether or not she's the one that I apologized to. Is remember about somebody was talking to me about how to make sure that the comments could be seen.
Yeah,
Leroy.
I think that was her. I think because she's a techie. She's
She's
a
a techie.
techie. She
So,
is a techie.
Bernice, if
Loman
that
Creative
were you,
Services.
I think that was you. And if that was you, okay, Bernice, she says that was me. So Bernice, I gave you a wholehearted apology yesterday, day before, one of those days, because I was just really dismissive about, just moving everybody over. And I genuinely still want to move everybody over. And you were telling me that I could see the comments if I did A, B, and C. Um, and so I did what you told me to do. And as you see, I can read the comments. So thank you so much. Thank you for enduring my ignorance. And I apologize if I seem dismissive. I was just really so kind of arrogant with it all. So I apologize, sis. Thank you for giving me the instructions. I followed the instructions, and now I can see all the comments. I can see comments from absolutely everybody. Um,
She is who I go to when I got a question about anything that has to do with technology. That's got to do
really,
with Facebook, Instagram. She know it all. Like, Bernice, I'm trying to do this. Help me out.
right. She said she accepts my apology. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you so much. And look. This is the kind of wife I got, y'all. This is the kind of wife I have. She said, "Yes, humble yourself." Yeah. So this is the debate that's happening in the Morton home, right? And I need some clarification on how y'all feel about it. On rice, we made some rice the other day, right? I love rice.
Oh Lord, y'all,
So
please don't tell me y'all gonna go there. Go ahead.
I, I
Go
gotta
ahead.
I gotta go here, Leroy, because this is almost causing divorce. This is
I feel
causing
if you're going where I think you're going, I feel you on that. Go
this
ahead.
is causing divorce in our home. This is a struggle, right? And I need to know whether or not I should stay with Lala or whether or not I should leave Lala, based on what you guys say. So there are two schools of thought in our home. One is that butter, salt, and pepper go on rice, and the other is sugar goes on rice. Um, and I'm not going to tell y'all which one I think. I just want to know what you guys do, so that we can kind of determine in our house what genuinely should be done. So Lala, don't share yet. Don't share yet. Leroy, in the McKenzie Junior household, when you get married, um, what goes on rice, sir?
Well, we ain't even getting to the husband and wife because if you answer that question wrong. That is one of my top 5. What goes on your rice?
That is
And it,
a dating question. That is a dating question. Not how much money you make, not whether you can cook,
right.
not whether or not, what's your beliefs around sex, none of that. What goes on rice, sis?
What goes on rice? And it better be salt and pepper and butter.
It
It,
better be salt and pepper
it
and
better be.
butter.
It better be.
Yes. This chick and Mark,
She
our son
she
Mark, they putting sugar.
bruh, she's a Marla, she's a southern or Midwest girl. That's what
She's
they
a
do,
Midwest
bruh.
girl.
That's
She's
what
from
they
Tulsa,
do.
Oklahoma.
Yeah. Anybody
Look,
from
she said,
Midwest
look,
or
look,
maybe
look at her
even southern.
comment, bro. Look at her comment.
And if you want to get fancy, you might even put some cheese on it. You know what I'm
And
saying?
well, I ain't put no cheese in the rice,
Yeah,
but
well, yeah.
but it's the same philosophy for me. People logging off, Leroy. They don't like us. They don't. They don't like us anymore.
I'm
people.
sorry. The only thing sugar belong on is cereal and well, no, cereal and oatmeal. I bet not see it on no grits. I bet not see
Right,
it. I bet not see. You
bruh.
don't know. Sugar is not supposed to go on grits or rice.
Now, Lala, what I want you to do is I want you to come on here, and or put it in the chat. You can either come on, I can send you the link, or you can share right there in the comments. Look. We got some people. We got some people that says right. Dwight Robinson said right. So Lala, you or Marcus, please explain yourself. It's the only way that our marriage survives. Please explain yourself with how you feel about rice and sugar. I said, hey girl, you ain't doing nothing but making Rice Krispie treats, or that's a Rice Krispie treat. That ain't no rice. What are you doing?
Yeah. I
Look,
can't
look,
do
look,
that.
look. She got a whole nother comment. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about. She wants to know whether you put sugar on your pasta.
No. Oh no.
Here,
Oh.
and I do. I put sugar in my sauce. It cuts the
Do
bite.
you?
It cuts the bite.
Oh, see, but I like it with a little bite. Matter of
I
fact,
don't
I
like it.
put
It cuts down the
yeah.
acidity to it.
Really? Yeah, because I
Yeah.
put in my sauce, I even put to give it a little more tang, I put barbecue sauce in it. I
Okay.
did yeah, I do that with my with the spaghetti or any type of pasta that I do. Put a little bit of barbecue sauce in it and it gives it a nice little tang to it. But
I'm gonna try that, man.
I've never put sugar. I've never put
I
sugar
put
in
sugar in
pasta.
it because it cuts the bite. So I
Okay.
learned that
Okay.
from my mom.
Hmm.
She taught me to make spaghetti because she said, "Boy, you over here all the time. I just let me teach you how to make it yourself, so that I don't
Oh,
have to."
your mama ain't teach you how to cook growing up?
Nah, man. So
Bruh.
what would happen is she did not teach me how to cook growing up. I learned because I got on her nerves. So most things,
Mom was like, look,
yeah,
no,
yeah. So
my
I
mother
learned
was
to eat
sitting.
crabs because I got on her nerves, right? I
Yeah.
learned to fry chicken because I got on her nerves,
Okay.
chicken and
Okay.
rice because I got on her nerves, spaghetti because I got on her nerves, right? So I would always say, "Hey, mom, can you make such and such?" And she's like, "Boy," that's the first word out of her mouth. "Boy, I'm a grown man, right?" But she's like, "Boy, come here. Let me show you. Let me show you how to do it." Right?
Since
And
10
so,
years old, bro. I've been cooking since I
really,
was 10. Yeah, mom was like, nah, y'all gonna be cooking with me and my two sisters. It's like, nah, 'cause she's working 2 jobs. She's like, yeah, everybody had a turn to cook.
wow,
To
bro,
fix
I
meat.
actually like
Yeah,
that.
man. Yeah, and it was just like because I had my older sister, she would, she cooked. My younger sister, she was the last one, but it was like, yeah, y'all take turns cooking, take turns cleaning the dishes, washing the
Yeah,
dishes, all of
yeah.
all of that stuff, man. It was like, nah, you need to
I
know how
think
to
that's
do this
great.
stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah, you
think
need to
that's
know how to
great.
do this stuff. So Yeah, man.
So last comment. Here's another thing. It's not so prevalent. You guys have proven me right. I don't know what Bernice says about it, but you guys have proven me right. Leroy gave the right answer. We can now go into 2024 as brothers, right? Because he
I
was
feel you on that though.
he was about to let me go too. Like so it's like, yeah, Negro, I don't want to be friends with you either. If your answer ain't right, right? Here's the other thing. If my wife fries some pork chops like she did last night, my wife fried some pork chops for me. I love her pork. I love her cooking, period. Right. But she fried some pork chops last night, and she cannot eat pork chops without applesauce. So she has to have applesauce. Nothing else goes with pork chops
Really?
other than applesauce, right?
Okay.
And so I've been, those of you that know the words of prayer, I have been held hostage in my own home because Marcus and Marla, uh, they kind of banked me. Y'all remember the term bank back in the day? Like somebody jump you, like they jump me when the meals are cooked. And and
Mhm.
and Marcus will say, "Hey Donald, you don't. What's wrong with you? Like you don't eat A, B, and C." I'm like, "Nah, man, don't nobody eat that but y'all." And now my mother-in-law is involved, right? And now,
Well,
uh,
you know where she got it from.
yeah, from my
Who she
mom.
get it from?
Yeah, she got it from Mama Rose.
Yeah.
Mama Rose, right? So this is what Mama Rose told me. Hey, Leroy, here's another question. This is for y'all too. You're at a cookout, right? You've made yourself a burger, Leroy. Bernice, you've made yourself a burger. Dwight, you've made yourself a burger. What goes on your burger, black man?
For me, I'm simple. Give me some. I want some cheese. I need American cheese. I need some
Okay.
onions.
Okay.
I need some mayonnaise and ketchup. I'm
Mayonnaise
simple.
and ketchup.
Yeah, I'm simple with that.
Good morning, brothers. Let's see who that is. I don't know who that is. Look at
The
Marla.
name didn't come across. Mustard. I mean, I can see mustard. Some people
But
like
but
mustard on their burger.
but before you agree too quickly, Leroy, this is what Mom Rose and Marla told me in our trip to Tulsa.
Okay.
They said, Marla said, Donald puts ketchup on his hamburger. Mama
Hmm.
Rose said, ew, what? That's nasty for you to put. Yo, she was ready to kick me out the house. She said, that's nasty. She
Wow.
said, she said, mustard, yes, but not ketchup on a hamburger. I said, mustard,
Absolutely.
no,
That's the standard.
that's
That's
standard.
a standard is ketchup with
Do you
a
see? Can you see us standing before the judge right now? And we have both said irreconcilable differences, Your Honor. We
right.
irreconcilable differences. Uh, Willie McMillan, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Good morning to you. Willie is inside the Remand community. Just a dope brother. He may be on, I don't know what platform he's on watching today. But Willie, I need to know, man, what goes on rice, sir? That's the question of the day. What goes on rice and what goes on hamburger? What goes on rice? Is it salt, pepper, and butter, or is it sugar? What goes on rice, man? That's our debate for the day. But if we stand before the judge, man, he says, "What's the issue, y'all?" And Marla and Mom Rose on their side of the family, butter, salt, and pepper on rice. Yes, butter, salt, and pepper on rice. Marla, you're not winning today. Usually the people love you. They're not feeling you today, right?
But that's that southern palate, bro. That's that
Yeah,
southern
bro.
and Midwest palate. They do that. They do
Look,
that.
look,
Matter of
look. Now
fact,
she mad. This is what I deal with all the time. Look at her comment. Now she mad.
oh, we goofy. We goofy. we goofy. Oh,
Now
we gotta be goofy.
this is what happens when she gets mad. When she's so competitive that when she gets mad, this is how she responds.
That's funny.
Look, on a hamburger, lettuce, tomato, onion, cheese, mayo, mustard, and ketchup.
And ketchup. Yeah. I mean, you
Yeah,
go to when you go to that's the staple
it
of the
is.
McDonald's hamburger.
It is,
A
bro.
splash of mustard or splash of ketchup and
Absolutely, it
onions.
is. It is. And so I tried to plead my case, man. Next time I go, I'm gonna have to take y'all with me because they just beat up on your boy. Victor got up, Marla's brother. That's my dude. Victor got up and opened the door, like, man, get out. I was treated so poorly in Tulsa. I ain't going back. I ain't going back to Tulsa, man, until I can take some people with me. I need some riders with me. But that is, let's see.
That's good.
That's
That's
before
good.
McDonald's. That's how Mama made it. And that's the deal,
Absolutely.
right? It really all is based on upbringing. So
True. True
when
that. True that.
when Marla started talking about mustard and she doesn't put ketchup or anything, it is a reflection of her mom. Like
I'm I'm
that's the way her mom raised her.
I'm gonna hurt you real good. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I put ketchup on my eggs.
Oh, yes, sir. When I used to eat them like that, I put ketchup on my eggs, scrambled eggs with ketchup. In fact, it was the
Yes.
only way. What's up, Trey? Love you. It was the only way that I could eat them without bread. So,
Really? Okay.
so
Okay.
usually
Okay.
eggs and things like that. Look,
Hmm.
look, look, look. We cooking with grease now. We're cooking with fish grease. Willie McMillan said absolutely ketchup on eggs. La la.
Okay.
What do you say about ketchup on eggs? Talk to me about that. Do you?
Yeah, I put ketchup or barbecue sauce. I'll put a barbecue sauce
I've
on
never
some
had
kind of thing.
that.
Yeah, it's like I said, barbecue sauce gives a nice little tang to things when you use it. You put it on it. So
So
yeah,
when I make spaghetti, I've never tried it your way, and I will.
yeah.
Oh, she said that's fine. She said ketchup. I think she's in a mode of surrender now. I think she's just throwing up the white flag, like because she knows that this audience is a bit different. Oh. After the army, hot sauce on eggs.
Oh, my grandmother put hot sauce on everything. She put hot sauce on rice. she put hot sauce with everything, man.
This the other. Now I've seen people do it now. Marla is here in Georgia. Um, in Georgia, I don't know how it is. Well, I've not seen it back home, but here in Georgia, their chicken salad got fruit in it.
Has what?
Fruit.
Really?
Yeah, like babe, what's in the chicken salad? Because we went to a chicken salad space, bruh.
Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't need my chicken salad tasting like pineapples and oranges, man. Come on now.
Yo, I need you to go back and look at this live and look at your face.
No, sir. No, my chicken
Look at it,
salad.
Leroy. Grapes and apples.
Really?
Grapes and
Wow.
apples, bruh. And
Okay.
yeah,
I
I'm not.
mean, I wouldn't. I've never tried that. I don't think I would like that, but that's interesting.
Look at Trey. Trey said, no, sir.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I like grapes and apples, but I
Willie
don't
said,
know if
ain't
I
no
needed it. I
fruit in
don't
it.
need it. I don't need it in my chicken salad,
Willie
though.
said, ain't no fruit in no chicken salad. Yeah, man, it's a thing out here, and the place is packed. The place is
Wow.
packed and known for their chicken salad.
Have you Marla tried it? Have y'all tasted it?
She has, like, she likes
Okay.
it.
Oh, okay.
I eat. I don't know whether anybody can really. And we're about to put the hoodies on y'all in just a minute. I don't know whether or not you guys can identify with this, but I eat with my eyes. So if it doesn't look right,
Look good. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Definitely.
just I won't bother. And so Marlon says all the time, Hey, just try. Willie McMillan said that must be in the gentrified areas of Atlanta. That is not the hood. No, brother.
No,
That is not
yeah,
the
that ain't
hood.
the hood. Yeah, that is not the
That ain't the
hood.
hood.
We know that. We know
Uh,
that ain't the hood.
Willie says, "Do you hum if it is good?" Absolutely, sir. I rock back and forth, like, yeah, sir. Guess it's about the texture of the chicken for me. Would have to be crispy chicken and cut up fruit, but not in the chicken salad with the chicken salad dressing stuff. Yeah, yeah. I can't. I couldn't do it. But she loves it. She
Hmm.
absolutely look,
Okay.
look. She said I'm logging off. Now she don't,
Like
now she
I
don't
said,
want to be a part
it'll
of the
give you a
conversation.
sweet taste, but yeah, but I can't see it now.
I
I'll have
can't.
it.
I can't do it, bro.
Yeah, I could have maybe on the side, but I can't. I couldn't have it
Yeah, yeah. It's
in my
actually
chicken
in.
salad.
So we actually took this question to my mom and asked my mom, and she's like, baby, no, nobody, nobody puts fruit in chicken salad."
Yeah,
I said,
yeah,
"Yeah,
fruit and
mom,
chicken
it's
salad. I
the
can't
whole
can't
thing."
say I've ever had that. No sir, no
But
sir.
that spot, bruh, is popular. Hey, Lala,
Okay.
before you log off, please tell us what the name of the place is. Chicken Salad Sally's or something like that.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Willie says, I used to use the eye test for food after traveling around the world. My palate is a stand. Yeah, I agree with that, man. In fact, um, being in Africa, Will and I were, Leroy and I were talking about this yesterday.
Hmm.
Being in Africa, if you solely let your eyes make the judgment,
Yeah,
you won't eat at all.
you won't eat much at all.
You won't eat at
Yeah.
all, right? But the food is very, very good. um, but yeah, I had for the first time, Willie, and I'm sure you have already. But for the first time for me, I had fish, and I don't even know what the fish was with the whole head on it, and the fish was incredibly good, but I couldn't really enjoy it to its fullest because the fish is looking like it's ready to take a bite out of me in the same way I'm about to.
Yeah.
No, no, not that place, babe. The chicken salad place. Uh, I don't know whether it was snapper or not, Trey. It may have been snapper. I'm not sure. But it was good. It really was good. Um, yeah, yeah, that thing was looking like you bite me, I'm gonna bite you
I'm
back.
about your back.
Chicken
Yeah,
salad chick.
man.
Yes, that's the name of it. Chicken salad chick. Phenomenal place, packed all the time, line out the door. People love it. I can't rock with it. Tremel said, "What's up, bro?" That's Tremel Epps. He is an OG of Remand, one of the guys that helped me to start it. So I'm always grateful for him. You guys, anytime you see his name, you're gonna hear me say the same thing over and over again ad nauseum, because I want y'all to know I didn't start this by myself. I don't continue it by myself. This is a movement. Uh, and I know the song. I know Neo's gospel, the gospel according to Neo. I'm a movement by myself, but these brothers helped me start it and are doing phenomenal work even now. So he said I had snapper in Costa Rica. Costa Rica. I don't know whether it was snapper. I'm not really sure what it was. Oh, wow. Willie says so true. He had an ostrich omelet on
Mm,
a visit to Africa when he had some work there. It was so good. I'm gonna try that, man.
hmm.
I'm gonna try that. Marlon and I are going to do a lot of traveling this year. And we go to Africa in April. If you're interested, if you're a dude and you're interested in hanging out with us in Africa, we're going to do some men's work and some entrepreneur work in Africa. So if you're interested in coming to hang out with us in April, let us know. We're already set for, I think, only maybe 7 people, but if we get more, we can. Um, I want to make sure that we make sure. I want to make sure that everyone is invited, particularly as we go to serve the men of of Kenya. Uh, yeah. The teeth of the fish look just like a piranha. She is so right, just like a piranha. So maybe that's exactly what it was. I've had Nigerian snapper. It was out of this world. Yeah. It just really was. So what we know today is that butter, salt, and pepper goes on rice. We also know that yes,
And grits.
and grits. And we all and cheese goes on grits too. I love cheese on grits as
Yes,
well.
sir. Yes, sir.
We also learned that ketchup is a permissible condiment for a hamburger. That it's not just mustard. Um, and we found out that what else did we find out today, Leroy? Uh,
That fruit does not go in
that
chicken
fruit does
salad.
not go in chicken salad. It just doesn't. Sharp cheese or cheddar cheese? Sharp cheese or cheddar cheese on grits, Leroy?
I I
Either
need
one.
American cheese. I need American cheese.
Look,
I
look,
need it.
look.
I
Willie
need
says sugar is never allowed on grits ever. Willie is offended.
Don't disrespect don't disrespect the rice.
Absolutely. You ready
Put
to
some
work, man?
respect on that rice. Put some
Put
respect on
some
that
respect
rice.
on that rice. You ready to work, bro?
Let's go.
Hoodies up.
Let's go
Y'all
to
know when
work.
we put the hoodies up, it's time to work. I am Donald Morton. I am the founder of Remand. At Remand, we help Black men interrupt patterns, disrupt behaviors, and break the vicious cycles of missed potential so that he can master his life, master his leadership to his family, and master his commitment to business and culture. With me is my boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. He said, put some respect on not just his name, but the junior part of his name. He said Leroy McKenzie is his pop. That ain't him. Leroy McKenzie Jr. is his name. He is the Chief Operations Officer of Remand, and I am absolutely privileged to work with him. Say what's up to the people, man.
Good people. How
Good
y'all
people.
doing?
Good people, people partying in the place to be.
Oh, what that Grace? I was trying to figure out the name. I think I pronounce. Hopefully, I'll pronounce it right. I think the greeting is Anori Ghana. I forgot. Amori Ghana. It's hello, and is that Swahili? I think it's
Habari,
Swahili for
Habari,
about Abari Ghana.
Habari Ghana.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Abari Ghana.
yes,
Abari
yes.
Ghana. Yeah.
Swahili greeting. Yes, absolutely. Habari Ghana. And so we want to say good morning to everyone. Willie says he's signing off. Time to work. Meet me on the range one day. Absolutely. He owns a company that he owns a license to carry company in
Mm.
Alabama. Uh, phenomenal brother. And so, yes, without question. Hey, Willie, I'm going to text you because I got a question. Something has happened here that I need to get your input as an expert on. So I'll let you know what that is. Um, all right, y'all. So today, thank you for enduring our shenanigans during the pregame show. That's what we do. That's what we have an inordinate amount of fun. Um, today or over the last several days, we've been really addressing. Um, we've been really addressing Kwanzaa and and the principles of Kwanzaa. Leroy is going to take us down a journey. He's going to take us from day one to where we are now. He's going to teach us about where we are now. And then I'm going to give you my particular revelation about where we are now. And then we'd like to hear from you. If during the course of our conversation today, there are some questions that you guys have, because the brother is incredibly knowledgeable. I get a chance to peek in on his live before he does this live. He does a live earlier than this. Um, and where he teaches business principles and things of that nature. Today is absolutely about business. It's absolutely about uh, how often the black dollar circulates, and I'm going to allow him to just kind of take us from day one on the 26th to where we are now on the 29th, 4 days, and then we'll have a conversation about where we are now. Go ahead, bruh.
No, well, what you want to go with what we talked about so far, the for Kwanzaa, the celebration of Kwanzaa, which is from we talked about this yesterday, goes from December 26th, which is the day after Christmas, to January 1st. 7 days that are celebrated, and each day there's a different celebration, um, for for Kwanzaa. The first day is Umoja, which is unity. Um, Day two is Kuji Chagalia, which is self determination. Day three is Ujamaa, collective work and responsibility. Day four, which is what we're on today, I'm sure we'll talk a little about cooperative economics, which is truly important. Tomorrow we'll talk about purpose, or I'll talk about purpose, and that's Nia. And then day six is Kumba, which is creativity. And then day seven is Imani, which means faith. So those are the four. Those are the seven. I'm sorry, the seven principles of Kwanzaa. But as you can see, these principles, and we've been talking about this each day, just not only that these are principles of Kwanzaa, but how they tie into the principles that we use and that we go by with Remain. Now today with Ujamaa, cooperative economics, it's here's the definition, or what we say is to build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together. So
Mm,
yeah, yeah, it's not just profiting individually, but profiting collectively together. And the importance of that. So I know we'll get into the importance of cooperative economics here today, as we talk about it, and as we talk about Remain and the things that we're doing, because and well, I'm gonna mention it here, but I know we're gonna talk about it because there's something going on tomorrow. It is it, can I remember?
tomorrow?
Is there something
Let me
going on
see.
tomorrow?
What am I doing
Check,
tomorrow?
yeah, there's
I
something
think I'm gonna
tomorrow.
sleep in tomorrow. No, I can't. I can only sleep in until 12 because at 12 o'clock tomorrow, at 12 o'clock tomorrow, something absolutely phenomenal is going on with Remain. It is going to be broadcast on every single social media channel. It'll be here on Facebook, on in my group, on my page, on my personal page. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on LinkedIn. It'll be. I don't think it'll be on IG because I don't like IG right now. It don't like me. Right? And really, what I'm saying is, I don't know how to work it yet, right? So it'll be on Twitter, or formerly known as the artist formerly known as Twitter. It'll be there. It'll be everywhere, and you will see 10 brothers on stage, really uh, talking through some things and working through some things. It's going to be a phenomenal, phenomenal time. I need everyone. You're going to get an invite to it. It is absolutely free. It is a free master class on Remain. It's called Remain Unveiled, Mastering Transformation, right? Mastering the art of transformation. So I need you to come hang out with us, to spend some time with us tomorrow, and see how your life can be better for every single brother, how your life can be transformed, how your life can be better, how your marriage can be better, how your family can be better, how your business can have profit, how your personal life can be better, all in the span of a good 75 minutes. So I'm not asking you to take 75 minutes from your day. I'm asking you to and challenging you to invest in yourself 75 minutes, and don't go into 2024 without this investment. Don't go into
Yeah.
2024 without this investment. It is absolutely, positively necessary. Leroy, would you talk a bit about um, the importance of, we talked a little bit about it yesterday, but I want to overemphasize just how short a period of time the dollar spends in the Black community in comparison to what we are seeing in other cultures, other communities, and other races.
Yeah, and it just and it hit me. Well, it didn't hit me this morning, even before this morning. But this is the last Friday of 2023.
It is.
It's the last Friday, and I was reflecting on 2023, and the statistics that you're talking about. I was just like, we failed as a
Wow.
community. We failed as a community. Our dollar only spends 6 hours in our community. That's a quarter of a day. A
We don't even
quarter.
spend the night. Our dollar don't even spend the night. It spends a quarter of the day. It is a mistress to us,
Yep.
right?
I was just like
Which race spend the dollar spends the most time, Leroy?
the Asian, and that was 30. I believe it was 30 days. It spends in its community. Their dollar
Define
spends
for
30
everyone what
days.
that means. When we talk about when you, and I had you do it before, but I just want to make sure people are clear. When you say how long it spends, the night, the day, the month, right? What does that
Hmm.
actually mean in practical terms?
Sure. What that means is in the Asian community, that dollar, if and it goes from one Asian business to another Asian business to another Asian business to another Asian business, and spends its cycle 30 days before it leaves the community. I'm gonna say that again. It spends 30 days within itself before it leaves out of the community. They're,
Wow.
they're spending 30 days with themselves before it comes out of the community.
So, how many of you, type it in the chat for me? How many of you knew that? How many of you knew? Because there's an Asian shop in your community somewhere,
For real.
right? Whether it's a nail salon, whether it's a corner store, um, yeah, they have mastered coming into our communities and selling to us the things we're known for. I want to
That's
give
the
it to you
crazy
again.
part.
Right, right. They have mastered the stuff we're known for, and in many regards, they sell it to us, and we don't
Yep.
buy from our own people. We buy from them. The stuff that we have mastered. So, how many of you knew that and you can also post a comment or a question, and we'll put it up on the screen for everybody to see. But how many of you knew that the Black dollar spends the least amount of time and the Asian dollar spent the most amount of time? How many of you knew that? And here's another question. I want us to be honest, right? Because we can't really change anything if we're not being honest about it. What has been your challenge with spending with our own people? I want to be honest. And the reason why I want to be honest is because Keith Lee came to Atlanta. Those of you that know
Mm,
Keith Lee is a food critic, right? He came to Atlanta and he gave critique on some restaurants in Atlanta, from everything to weight, food, all those things that are part of the experience. And Leroy, when I tell you the dude received death threats, the dude received uh, I mean, just online bullying, just a bunch of stuff. Now he wasn't bullied. The dude is an MMA fighter, so he wasn't. He didn't feel bullied, but people really came for him. Here's a deal, because he told the truth.
Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
told the truth as he saw it, and people. There's something about our people that don't always seem welcoming to critique, right? And it's a part of the reason why before you build a business, build yourself. Because
Mm.
if you can't handle critique, you're not ready for business.
Yeah. Yeah. If you ain't ready to take, you got to have some hard skin to be an entrepreneur,
You got to have some hard skin to be a business
to
owner.
be a leader. To yeah, you really do, because you're gonna get more no's than you get yes. You're gonna have people that will come for you just because.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
so yeah, I feel you on that, man. Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
So Tramel, when you say that's good, tell me what you mean when you say that's good. You got to build yourself before you build a business. Is that what you're saying is good? Because that's really true. That's
Hmm.
why, as we talked about yesterday, at Remain, we don't build business, we build businessmen who build their businesses. We have coaches for business, we have coaches for, family, we have coaches for all of those things. But we're really interested in building the man so he can take care of the responsibilities that he's responsible for. I'm not responsible for Leroy's business. I want to pour into Leroy,
Hmm.
right? Leroy's not responsible. Well, in some ways he is because he's a chief operations officer, right? So he does a lot of work with Remain. But as business owners and leaders, we're not responsible. Like I'm not responsible for building Corey Beal's business, Bucci Ofideli's business, Tremel Epps' business. Tremel owns Tips Painting Services, right? Tremel's Integrity Painting Services, Tips, right? He owns a business. The best thing I can do for him is to prepare him for all that comes with the chaos of developing business. The meantime, because everybody thinks that business is an overnight wonder, and it's not. Even the things that you see that seem to be overnight, these people have put in 10, 15 years behind the scenes, grinding in blood and sweat and tears to become this overnight success that you think that they are. Right. So it's really important that all of us spend some time building ourselves so that we can then take care of our business. Tremel says, if you don't build yourself, you will destroy whatever you put your hands to. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't, if you don't build yourself, you will destroy everything you put your hands to.
Mm. Whew. That's business and personal.
That's business and personal.
Whew.
So if
Mm.
you want to know why you keep destroying relationships, if you look at the wake, a wake is the after thing of a ship. So when a ship moves through water, it creates a wake. The back of it, that ruffling of the water in the back of it is the wake of it. If the wake of your existence is a bunch of death and destruction, that's not the institution you're in, that's you.
Mm.
So if the relationships continue to have collateral damage, that's you. That's you, right? So it's important that we learn how to do the right thing um, when it comes to business. This is what I want to talk about today. We talked about Keith Lee, and we talked about the fact that, Leroy, I asked you a question, and I asked this to Tramel as well. As a business owner, what have you seen? Uh, and that is, what is keeping us from engaging with one another in business? Like, what is that about? What are some of the things that perhaps you, Leroy, have said? Um, I've not done as much business with people that look like me because of this, if there is anything. Or and do we have to be just far more intentional about spending with one another as we've been in the past? What has been the challenge?
No, well, I think it is like you were saying. My number one thing is we have to be intentional about it,
Okay.
because just like other communities are intentional about it, they're intentional about it because that's what they do.
Yeah.
And I think, and believe it or not, this, and you all may agree or disagree with it. I think it's cultural
Yeah.
within the Asian culture. That's what's taught from a little kid all the way up, from the in the Jewish community, from a little kid all the way up. You're taught to do business with each other. And so I think part of it is that I think part of why we don't do business with each other, I think, is the stigma, or the narrative that our customer service isn't as good as others, which I can agree in some certain instances. Yeah, they are bad, but they're bad businesses in every
Yeah.
community.
Yeah. Absolutely, bro.
But they still do business. They still get business. But we have the adage is, well, I'm not going to go to them when I'll go over here because I have more options than to do business with
Mm.
us, as opposed to saying, you know what, that business didn't do what they were supposed to do. I'm going to go find another business within our community that does that.
I
I
like that. I
tell,
like that approach, man. Instead of saying, because what it then brings up the idea of, um, okay, so this is what Tremel says. I want you to address this as well, man. Um, before you do, I love your intentionality about the fact that you said, look, if I meet one black business and that black business can't meet my need or doesn't meet my need, I don't go outside my community. I find another one inside my community,
yeah,
and I support that business. Because here's the deal. I think you would agree, Leroy. Tell me if you do, man. Doing business with one another is more than just about receiving goods from a company. Like, doing business with one another is establishing a legacy. It's doing it intentionally so that we can break this curse that we're under, right? Where we're doing business with everybody else but us. So I want to do business with someone, to Tramel's point, that may not have the best customer service, but I got to do business with them because there's a greater goal in mind. It's not just about me receiving the goods or the service from that company. It's about making sure that, to Leroy's point, my dollar spends a little more time in my community. We may not get to it even spending the night. Leroy said, if I can just get it to spend 12 hours, just
no, I
12 hours.
said, no, I said, it just, no, I needed to go, because that's not even. We need to go from a quarter of a day. My challenge
With
is to
six
move us to,
hours,
yeah, right, to
you
move us
you
to
you you brought up the number 12. You said
yeah, and I was
like,
thinking about that. Yeah, to
yeah,
12. I didn't want 12 hours. Yeah, but because we need to move from not even 6 hours in a day to moving to 3 days. At least, can we move it
yeah,
to
yeah,
3 days,
yeah,
to
yeah,
5 days?
yeah, 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 yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
we need to move the
yeah,
needle.
yeah.
And to me, here's the key to moving the needle is the one of the things. Just my observation with those other communities, they have a business ecosystem.
Okay, talk about
I'm gonna
that.
say, yeah, the ecosystem is who you're connected to. Cooperative economics is about, as Dr. George Fraser talks about, connecting the dots. We're all these dots, have businesses, but we're not connected. And we're not connected for, as they've been saying here, because of customer service. Oh, I ain't doing business with them because they not doing business right, or they don't have this, or they don't have that, but and I say this, y'all go to Popeyes. How many times Popeyes been out of chicken when you done gone there?
Been out of chicken. I mean,
Out of
just
chicken.
just out of chicken altogether, like not out of wings,
Right.
out of chicken. Like
We ain't
I
got it.
remember riding up, and my mom, she used to trip. She gets so angry about a store that is open that don't have what it what it's supposed. She would just be livid. I would laugh like, Mom. She's like, nah, you shouldn't be in business if you if you don't
And
have
you
what I
running out of chicken. That's what you had. Popeyes, the only thing
Popeyes
you have is
chicken.
chicken.
This is not Popeye's ribs. You got one assignment. Have some chicken at Popeye's chicken.
That's
You can run
it.
out of biscuits, you can run out of green beans, you can run out of all that. But you
You can
can't
even
run
run
out of
out of
chicken.
rice. You can
You
even
can
run
run
out
out
of
of
rice.
rice, but you can't run out of chicken. But
No.
I do think Tramel brings up a point that I know that I've struggled with as well, and that is just because I'm a black man and I want to support a black business does not mean that I have to endure in perpetuity bad customer service and
Correct.
bad quality of service.
Absolutely.
Like I don't have that. I don't have that responsibility. I don't have the responsibility to pay you to treat me poorly.
Right.
Somebody write that down. Somebody write that down. Somebody text that. Somebody tweet that. Somebody like you can't even say tweet no more. It's like somebody X that. That don't even make sense.
That don't even make sense, do
That don't even make sense,
it?
right? But I'm not going to pay you to treat me poorly just because we black. Oh, you my man. No, bro. Up your game. What have we done, Leroy, over these last several months? We've planned, we've been in session after session after session up in our game for 2024.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
are so appreciative for everyone who hung out with us while we worked out the kinks. But you can't use that forever. We 5 years old in June. We 5. So what we did at 2, we can't keep making excuses for that at 5 years old. Like you got to get better. So what Tramel says is, hey man, poor customer service and or quality of service. Like that brother is meticulous with painting. Meticulous. He didn't start that way. I gave him a shot. I told you he did my house probably 3-4 times in Delaware. That house was pretty big, right? But he got better and better and better and better and better until where he is now. He didn't start, but he also didn't stay that way. He grew and perfected his craft and mastered his craft, right? So Leroy, what do you say to those of us? Because I'm included in that. What do you say to those of us that are sticklers for customer service? And not that we get everything right all the time, because Reman surely doesn't. But it's our goal to. But what do we say to brothers who simply say, look, man, if I'm going to pay that price, I ain't got no problems dropping that money and keeping the dollar in our community. But just give me halfway decent customer service.
But see, here's the thing. People want to use it. To me, that's an excuse. Like I said, because there are businesses in other communities that give poor customer service. I've had it, but what do? What do? You go to another company that does the very same thing.
Yeah.
And I tell entrepreneurs all the time, you should have options. Option 1, option 2, option 3. Okay, if this vendor isn't, I mean, you do it because it's like, hey, if this vendor can't do what you need to do, hey, I still got 2 on the other. I still got 2 that I can go to. They may be busy. We've talked about this where they don't have the capacity to. Hey, let's make sure that we have other options.
Yes.
Because there may come a time where you have to use those other vendors.
Yes.
And they can be in our community. But we have to, the thing with us is we have the hesitancy to just say, hey, you know what? That's why I don't do business with us, because we want to judge all other businesses, all of our other
That's a great
businesses,
point.
based on
That's a
that
great
bad
point.
business that we're there. Or if you want to really, if you really like that particular business and you want to help them out, talk to the manager, talk to the owner. Hey, let me pull your coattail about something. Teach them something.
That's
So,
the now
so
slow
that,
down, because that's the most important part of what you're talking
yeah,
about.
so that they
If
can get better.
right, so but we've got to be willing. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. If you own a business, I'm coming to you as a brother. I'm coming to you as a brother, and I'm gonna say, hey, listen,
I want to
I
do
would
business with you.
I want to do business with you. I'm gonna come back again. My experience wasn't the best this time. I'm coming back, but this is where I think you got to work some things out, right?
Yeah.
Um, when we come to you as a business owner, this is the reason why you got to be a grown man as a business owner. You can't be all in your feelings, tripping
Yes,
out,
sir.
ready to fight. Can't go through all that, right? As a business owner, you got to be able to take that constructive critique and do something with it. If the food came out cold, look at why your food is coming out cold. Why is it sitting before it actually gets to you? Is that the wait time? Is that too many tables that your person is waiting? Like what's going on where you
Right.
can shrink the amount of time that it takes from the time that the food is ready, that the bell rings, and the time it gets to your plate? How do you to your table? How do you shrink that time? Those are some of the business systems that a lot of businesses don't think about. And if you're a business owner, Tremel, you too, bro. If as a business owner, everybody watch the founder. Watch
Yes.
the
You
founder.
got to.
If there's only one business movie that you look at, watch the founder.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There's not an ingredient that ain't there. There's not an
Yep.
ingredient that ain't there. There's not an ingredient about systems that ain't there. They created a speedy system because people were complaining that it was too long.
No, it wasn't even when the people were complaining. I think what Ray Kroc did, and for those that don't understand, he was not
No,
the
not
he
Ray
was
Kroc, the McDonald's brothers. They
right.
created
Well, yeah,
what's
no,
called the
right, right,
speedy
right,
system
right. You're
because
right.
they were
Correct, correct.
concerned every other place was having these long wait
Those
times,
issues,
so on
right?
and so forth.
Correct,
So they created
correct.
a speedy system that it's like clockwork,
Yep. And
right?
it's the
So
very system that fast food is based on to this
yes,
day.
yes, yes.
That
All because
system
they
is the
took time
McDonald's
to
brothers.
evaluate what customers were saying, right? We do that every year. What can we do to be better? I've talked with all of our clients. Hey, how we doing? Not good in this area, Donald. Not good in
Yep.
this area, Donald. But the strength of coaching is what keeps me. But this ain't good. This ain't good. I don't get upset at that. No, I ask them the question
Yes, sir.
so that we can be better. And how about we learn to ask one another the questions before they got to tell us?
Yes,
Just
sir.
ask the question every quarter. Ask the question, hey, how we doing? How we performing? Okay or not okay? Particularly to your ideal audience,
Yeah.
right? Now,
Yeah.
they're everybody gonna have something to say.
Well, even when you have something as simple as when you have a transaction with one of your clients or your customers, because like I told you, the thing that stands out to me whenever I go to Giant, the question that their cashiers are instructed to ask: Did you find everything you needed today?
Right,
They get
right,
immediate feedback.
right.
It tells them, and they, I don't know how they log it or whatever and everything like that, but they take that information and they utilize it to make sure that your experience at a Giant food store is the best experience. And that's why Giant food store is the number
Yeah,
one grocery store.
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
why that's why Chick-fil-A is the number one fast food restaurant, because they want to make sure that your experience with them gets better. That's why Marriott is the to me is the best hotel chain, number one hotel chain, because their attention to customer service is I mean is premium. It's a priority to them. We must, as a community of black entrepreneurs, must make customer service a priority. That's how
Yeah.
you address the question that I forgot the young lady's name.
Shamel.
How you I'm sorry, his name. How you
Hmm.
address that customer service issue.
Hmm.
Is it a priority for us as an entrepreneur? Where is customer service on your priority, on your list of priorities? Do you want to get better? How are you going to get better? That should be incorporated in your business plan for the next year, each and every year. What are you doing to make sure that you're better, that your experience, your client's experience with you is better?
Yes.
Have you built your business ecosystem? Who are the businesses that you do build business with? There's no way in the world that Popeyes with their business ecosystem, whoever they order their, whoever they order their chicken from,
Yes.
should be running out of chicken.
Yes.
And it irritated me. And this is one of the things that I noticed. And I'll get off my high horse. But this is one of the things that I could not understand. Whether it's Walmart, whether it's any store that has inventory, Giant. How do you run out of something? And this is the manager's, to me, this is the manager's duty, because you should be doing a constant and consistent inventory to see what's moving, what's not moving. We should
Yeah.
be doing this as entrepreneurs, period. What's moving, what's not moving. You should know, hey, the customers are buying more of this or that. So
Yes.
I want to be ordering more of this. If Popeyes, if more people are buying wings than breasts, what do I need to be ordering? I
Yes.
need to be I need to be ordering more
Yes.
wings so that I
Yes.
don't run out of wings,
Yes.
because there's a more of a demand for the wings than there are for the breast. If the iPhone, if the cell phones, if they see, for as an Android user, if they see that this particular Android is being ordered more than the other ones, then this is what I want to make sure that is in the market. I'm sure Apple does the very same thing.
Yes.
They know which of those products that they have are doing better than the others.
Yes.
So that it's your responsibility to know which of your products as an entrepreneur that you either need more of, but you've
Very
got to
true.
communicate. You
Very
got to
true.
talk to your clients, you got to talk to your
Very
customers,
true.
and you've got to even talk to your potential customers or
Very
clients
true. Very true.
in order for you to be able to meet those needs and exceed the expectations, give them the experience, because that's what customer service is. It's nothing more than the experience that someone has with a company.
Yeah. 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 And so I need all of us to be far more intentional. And listen, let me say this: patient
Yep.
with
Yeah.
black businesses,
Yeah.
right? Be honest with black businesses, be patient with black businesses. If they don't get it right, give them another chance. You may go on a day where it's not good. Like there's a business here, bro. Soul food spot. And I told Lala this. They got the worst customer service. They are as rude. The food is good. The food is great, but they are as rude as
Horrible.
rude is. They got
Yeah.
a little girl working the counter. She don't know what to do, right? Just
Wow.
about mother. And so I said to Marla Leroy, I said, hey, you know what they should do? She's like, what? Their slogan should be, our food is great, our customer service is horrible. Come test and see.
Let me ask you this, and I'm gonna put you on the spot with this question.
Sure.
How many times do y'all frequent, or have you all frequented that business?
Lala, if you're still watching, do me a favor, answer that. I say we've been there at least maybe 7, 8 times.
Okay, but you've
Yes.
noticed, you got to the point where you know that the customer service isn't the greatest there, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
I'm gonna go to what we just said. How many times
Yes.
have you approached that owner or asked for the owner or manager of that?
Well, we've talked with both the lady that served,
Okay,
because it is a small shop. I don't know that we've said anything to her about customer service. In fact, one of the one of the times that we were in there, she kind of said, they leaving these bad reviews about my daughter. She was livid. Like,
Mm,
so she didn't take critique real well. And I really meant it. I there in Delaware, AF. So remember, there was a place in Delaware on Union Street that used to say, Epps is really from Philly, so he may not remember. But in Delaware, there used to be a place, World's Worst Pizza.
mm, mm-hmm.
And people would go just to see whether or not it was the world's worst pizza. If I was marketing this company, I promise you, I would say, let's leverage how rude. Tramel, you don't remember that? It was called the world's worst pizza. It was on Union Street. I would literally leverage it and say, I want you to treat customers rudely.
Mm,
Because a part of what happens is it becomes a novelty.
mm-hmm.
It becomes a novelty. People be like, they rude. Like they're already telling you they rude. They telling you they rude, but our food is great. And it is. The food is phenomenal. Marcus Barkley, what's up, man? He said he remembers it. Yeah, world's worst pizza on Union Street. Right? So sometimes being able to create a gimmick, right,
Mm-hmm.
works,
Mm-hmm.
and being able to say, my wife says she actually asked us to leave a review. And my wife, I think you left a review, right? La, I think she left a review. But being able to say, people will start laughing at what they're upset about. Because we really couldn't believe it was going on. Like for example, Leroy, real talk. This is what happens, and this is a black establishment, phenomenal food. I really wish Lala was on here because we were clowning. Like that's what we do. We were clowning. So it was nobody's birthday, but the little girl just had to have to sing happy birthday. So every 3 minutes, literally every 3 minutes, is it anybody's birthday? And it wasn't anybody's birthday, right? So after a while, she comes over to the table. Happy birthday. So and Marla and I we're in a moment where we're trying to, I don't know what we were talking about, but it was a serious moment. We were trying to share something with one
Okay.
another.
Mm-hmm.
Look. Marla said she got on your nerves. She did get on my nerves because I'm like, shut up. It's nobody. Leroy, it's not anybody's birthday. It's not. And then because they give away a free piece of cake or something for your birthday.
Okay.
So it wasn't my birthday. We go back on my birthday and nobody say nothing to me. No. Nobody sings. They ain't got no cake left. I'm like, yeah, this right. So that's why if you leverage, hey, we got great food, but we got horrible customer service. If you create that as an expectation, people won't have this idea that they'll think you're doing it on purpose, and it'll become a novelty. I promise you, if that was my restaurant, that's what I would do, because she has no desire to correct their behavior. In fact, if they don't learn to leverage it, they won't be in business in
For
2020.
long. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
And I don't, like I said, we've got to do better. We've got
we've
to
got
do
to do
better
better.
on from a entrepreneurial business standpoint. We've got to do better from a customer standpoint, and the expectation. But we've got to do better from a consumer standpoint. We are the number one consumers in this country. So what are we buying? We ain't buying from us. We ain't
Yeah,
buying
bro, that's
from
so right.
us.
That's so
We're the
right.
number one consumers, but we're not buying from us. So what that's that just look at that. I'm sorry, y'all. We're the number one consumers, but our dollar only
But our
spends
dollar
six
don't even spend the night.
spends 6 hours in our community. What is that saying about it? That's why I said what I said about we are failing.
Yeah, yeah,
You
bro.
can't tell me
Absolutely.
that we buy the most and our dollars don't even spend the most time in our community. We ain't buying from us.
Yeah, bro.
Period.
Yeah, bro.
That's where I talk about the there has to be this business ecosystem. And I want entrepreneurs to hear me today. The brothers, if you have a business, be intentional about who your vendors are in your business. See who it is. And I ain't saying all of them got to be, but you should have at least several of your vendors that look like you. And if the ones that you select they slow or slack on the customer service side, find another one. I let vendors know, hey, you ain't the only one I got on my list. I can do, and I intentionally do that because I know, hey, sometimes there are going to be things that you either can't, you're busy or you can't do what I need you to do. So I need to have someone to fall back on. Same thing when it comes to our customer service. If that particular business isn't customer service oriented, get another business that looks to support that looks like you. It just be, my mother said that all the time. She said, we got to be intentional. We've got to be intentional where we put our dollars. All the other communities are intentional about where they put their dollars, and you can see the results of them being intentional, them
Yep.
having the business ecosystem.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely,
Yeah,
bro. Um, let's see, y'all. I need those of you that got something out of today's time. I think this was one of our better shows, bro. Uh, let's see. Marcus Barkley has a question, man, that I want us to answer. Leroy, there's a question. Is part of that because of poor customer service that we give? Yeah, that's exactly
absolutely.
what Epps was talking about. But Marcus, man, a part of what Leroy brought up, I think is really important. Um, that we've got to diversify the companies that service us, right? So yes, there is poor customer service um, in many black businesses, but to Leroy's point, there's poor customer services in a lot of businesses, whether they're black
Yeah,
businesses, white businesses, Asian businesses. Like I can't stand if I go get a pedicure and I ain't been there in a while. Then they like, oh, I know. I say, hey, English, because I know you talking about my feet. I already know what it's about. So you don't have to talk under your breath. All you got to do is like, yeah, your feet, my man. And so now when I established that rapport, some of them are just bold, like, you not been here a long time. I'm like, yeah, I haven't been here. I've not been here a long time, right? So you can create whole skin grafts with the skin that comes off my feet. So I
it
get it, right? I just think we have to be we've got to overcome that stigma, but on the one hand, by making sure that we provide better customer service, but on the other hand, we've got to be really, really patient with businesses that are trying to do well, and we've got to be really honest with them about areas that they are not doing well so that they can make the adjustments. And we've got to create a role where we're willing to go to a restaurant, a business, or the like at least 3 times. You got to give them a chance to see whether or not that was a one-time anomaly, and you got to do that for good and bad, right? So
correct,
if it was good the first time, don't mean it's going to be good the second time.
correct.
It just doesn't mean it, right? I've been to restaurants where the macaroni and cheese was good one day, and the next time, like, who made this? Mama ain't back in the kitchen. Somebody put that person out because that person ain't
That
doing what
chef,
they.
but that chef must have been off that day. It was all because yeah, that one wasn't right. Who's cooking
Yeah,
that today?
yeah. So go at least 3 times. Spend some money there, right? It's a part because there's a bigger issue at hand. It's not just, and that's why I'm great. I'm glad what Leroy said. What if we could develop a mindset, y'all, that it's not just about what you're buying, that the real goal is to increase who we're buying from,
Yes, sir.
right? That the goal is not meeting your need just as it relates to um, getting a service or a product. I agree with you that that service or product should be stellar. Customer service should be stellar. Quality of service should be stellar. I agree with that. But what if we made ourselves a higher ideal? And the higher ideal is I gotta spend money in my own community. I have to do it. It's a non-negotiable for me. What if we made that a non-negotiable?
Come on.
Inside the Remand community, we post every single Saturday. Do business with one another,
Yes,
brothers.
sir. Sure
Do
do.
business with one
Absolutely.
another, right? Leroy is a publisher. You got a book that you want to publish, hit Leroy and pay his price. That's the other thing. Don't hit Leroy and then try to Jew him. Don't do that. Hit Leroy and pay his price. Because the truth of the matter is, you're paying for every book Leroy read. You're paying for every bad experience he had. You're paying more than a price of him doing a labor. You can't pay enough for the dude's thoughts and how he arrived at the place he is.
Yeah.
So be willing to do business with one another inside Remand community. Do business, brothers. Do business with one another. I know brothers inside Remand that have vending machines. If you're in that area, then you should have him place a vending machine in your company,
yep.
right? If a dude does shirts, order your stock from him. We are looking right now for someone to do that can handle the volume of shirts and hoodies and things of that nature. If you are a Black entrepreneur, so our goal, and sisters, don't be mad at me, just understand this is our goal. Our goal is to hire Black male entrepreneurs first. If we can't find a Black male entrepreneur, then I'm gonna deal with a Black woman. Right? If I can't deal with a Black woman, then I'll go outside the community. But we got to have enough inside the community where we've got people to pick from so that I can choose price, I can choose quality, I can choose all those things that I have as a business owner have to be responsible to steward. Like just because you're Black doesn't mean that your quality is good. And if your quality isn't good, I can't put my reputation at risk because your quality ain't good. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that, but I'm willing to support you. And if you can't do it, you got to be willing to say, "Hey, I got to connect," and that connect should be another Black man or another Black woman. Here's when I went to Accra, Leroy. Real talk, and I'm sure you saw this too. Let's see. Tremel says, "I'm at a point where I'm asking my clients every day if they have any questions before I leave. Any questions before I leave?
Yep.
Anything that don't look good?"
Yep.
That's the
And
way because you can't just survive off of new clients. You got to have reoccurring clients.
exactly. That's loyalty.
That's loyalty.
That's the difference between a customer and a client. Customer is somebody that's just transactional. They just happen to do business with you one
That's
time,
good,
two
bro.
times, maybe whatever. A client is somebody, yeah. I'm when I I have my mechanic. I have two mechanics, two Black mechanics. Something go wrong with my car, that's who I'm going to. All I
Absolutely.
got to do is pick up the
Pick up
phone.
the
Hey,
phone.
I'm getting my phone. Yeah, got my car. It's coming to you. Take a look at it for me. Let me know what's up. That's we have to be intentional about it. It's that simple, y'all. when we're intentional. And what that can do for the entrepreneur, it can help them to be better
Absolutely, bro.
and get better and be better. But we got to understand this cooperative economics and how it works. Every other community exercises it.
Yeah.
And I believe that's why Professor Karinga and made this one of the principles, because there has to be a cooperation if we're going to not only solve our problems but each other's problems, but we're going to be able to be in business and to be able to do business with each other and profit.
Yes.
That's how that works.
Yes.
That is how that
Yes.
works.
Yes.
And if there's a business that's struggling with the customer service, yeah, don't just say, well, I'm not going back there again. Like Don said, give them a couple of tries.
Absolutely.
And I may even pull the manager up. Hey, can I speak to your
Absolutely.
manager? And here's the kicker: what most people don't do when they are doing it right, let them know they doing it right.
Yes, bro. Yes.
I'm intentional about that. If I
Yes.
get great customer service, hey, can I speak to your manager? Most managers, they think you come to say something
Right.
about bad,
Right.
but I'm
Right.
like, no, I just want to let you know that the employee or whatever, they gave us excellent service. I truly thank you for what they did. Thank them for what they did. You have a great establishment here. Keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely,
It
bro.
lets them know what they're doing is on par, is on point.
Absolutely, bro.
We've got to be intentional about that.
Absolutely. Without question. Listen,
Yeah.
y'all, this has been a phenomenal. Listen, this is one of the better ones that we've had. Cooperative economics, talking about business. That's what Remand is about. Remand is really about Black businessmen who are married with families, trying to really figure out how to master it all. Right. That if anybody ever asked you what Remand is about, that's what Remand is about. Black businessmen who are married with families trying to figure out how to master it all. That's it. And the truth is they can. Let me tell y'all one more time, one more again, that first of all, if you've not ordered your copy of the Remand book, you need to order your copy of the Remand book. It's a hardback book. It's not a softback book, because
Ain't
the
nothing soft about that
ain't
book.
nothing soft about Remand. Ain't nothing soft about what's in here. These are hard truths up in here. This book is hard, right? And so, chapter 19 is Master Your Legacy. It's exactly what we're talking about today. Mastering your legacy, mastering culture, mastering business, mastering philanthropy, right? You got to master those things. Let me just kind of take a moment before we close. You can take off the hoodies, Leroy. Let me see. Uh, Dr. Alonda. Dr. Alonda says, good evening from Dubai.
Oh wow.
Good.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
that is my friend. Good to see you. I hope you and your hubby are well. And that's right, Dwight. Nothing soft. Nothing soft about Remand. Remand, cold hard facts would remain, right? Uh, I want to lift up a contemporary figure that I think all of us should celebrate. It doesn't matter to me what you think about him. I want to lift him up. I want to lift up in the spirit of this cooperative economics. I want to lift up. Uh, Dr. Alonda said, "Man, I just saw you shaving your head. Oh, heck no!" Yeah. You got to do that on camera. It's part of my grooming. Can we celebrate Mr. Tyler Perry? And here's why.
Mm,
Not only has that brother done well for himself,
yes, sir.
but he has made it possible
Yes, sir.
for people that look like him, that don't otherwise get a chance
Yes, sir.
to be on screen. He's pulled up an entire generation of actors and actresses who just wanted a chance, and he gave them a chance. So he's not just a guy who um, put himself on and then the heck with everybody else. When you talk about spending the proverbial dollar in our community, that dude hires black folk to do
That's
all in and out his
that's
company.
that's it.
Um, and so I want to celebrate Tyler Perry. Uh, Dr. Alonda says, Marlon Michelle Morton, get your hubby. I'm just saying, yeah, I shave my head on screen. Yeah, absolutely. I want to lift him up. He's not just a businessman who hires, he's a giver. Um, has given millions and millions and millions of dollars away to help struggling churches, businesses, people. So the idea, whether you like Medea or whether you don't, whether or not you have a problem with him being in a dress or not, all that, listen, all that you can keep. For me, the contemporary idea of what Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. shared today is Tyler Perry. I want to salute him. I want to thank him for his work. I want to thank him for opening a door, knocking down walls for Black people to be in entertainment. Thank you, uh, Mr. Tyler Perry. Go ahead, man.
He
Anything you want to share?
No, he is actually the epitome of cooperative
He
economics.
is.
That's from a business standpoint and from a customer standpoint.
He
He's
is.
shown what happens when we spend our dollars with us.
Yes.
He has that studio right down there where you are
Yes.
because of cooperative economics.
Yes. Yes.
And it's not just in front of the camera.
Yes.
That goes to behind the camera
Yes.
because the people that he hires to work behind the camera work for him, but they
Yes.
also, they also the other. I'm sure many of his vendors that he deals with are black owned companies.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
that's the ecosystem, y'all.
Absolutely.
That's what happens when you have a built-in ecosystem.
Absolutely.
You expand your business, but you also expand the businesses of others. There are other businesses that are in business and have grown their business because of Tyler Perry.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because he's doing that. He's supporting them both in front of the camera and behind the camera.
Yeah.
But we've got to be intentional about practicing Ujamaa, about cooperative economics. And when we do that, it's on our side as entrepreneurs and as leaders, you have to operate in excellence. That's what we talk about here in Remain, operating in excellence.
Absolutely.
Operating in excellence, making sure that we do
Absolutely.
what we put out there, our product, our service, our brand. When people talk about it, if people talk about it, yeah, they have an excellent product, but you're gonna get an experience
Yeah.
with them
Yeah.
that you're not going to get in everybody. That's what we talk about with Remain. It's about the experience of Remain.
Absolutely.
We want every brother that comes through Remain that's affiliate connected to Remain to have a certain experience. And
Yeah.
because of that experience, they're able to do what it is that they need to do because that's a reflection on us.
Yeah. Absolutely.
When
Absolutely.
you have brothers that come through Remain, if as you kind of gathered, they say, yeah, you know what? Yeah, them remand men, that's for real.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's for real. From the book that you did I just say book? That the book that you the book that we talked about, the remand book. Did it? I man,
Remain ain't
that
got no
word
book.
keep
Remain got a book.
that book every time I say that word, something just seems to
You
appear.
must mean this book, the
It just seemed to
Remain
pop
book.
up somewhere.
The Remain book. Go to www.theremainbook.com. Order your copy of the Remain book. I want to thank Brother Dwight. Brother Dwight ordered the Remain book a couple of days ago. He will get his copy. It is so well put together, such a class act. So this is an experience in your hands. We
Yep.
intentionally did not create paperback books. We intentionally didn't do that because we want, when you feel it, when you read it, it's just a whole experience by itself. Uh,
Yes,
so,
sir.
so this is what it says on the back. One of the paragraphs on the back, Leroy says, "Stop reading books that give you a pat on the back." This is a lifeline thrown to you in a sea of mediocrity. With the groundbreaking character arc, you're not just learning, you're transforming, shedding the layers that have kept you grounded for far too long. This book is a life-changing book and a part of what you need to experience. Come in. Yes, this coming Saturday. This coming Saturday. They're reminding me of this coming Saturday. This coming Saturday, tomorrow. Tomorrow, it is going down at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 o'clock p.m. in Dubai. So, Dr. Alonda, I need you to stay up, hang out with us tomorrow. It's going to be crazy. Leroy, it's going to be crazy, bro. Tomorrow's going to be crazy. My wife says, great topics this week. I understand and appreciate Kwanzaa more than before. Yeah, I'm glad you said that, La. I think we need to find a way to incorporate this into the traditions that we create for our own family, right? And certainly, I want to make sure I do more about this every single day. Thank you, Dr. Alonda, theremandbook.com. Get your copy of the Remand book. It's a whole vibe. The Remand book is a whole vibe.
Yes, it is.
And so I need you to get a copy, but I need everyone 12 o'clock p.m., 10 o'clock p.m. In Dubai, Eastern Standard Time, 12 o'clock p.m. I want everyone to be online, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on X. Yeah, I need you to be a part of what goes down on tomorrow. You're going to hear from several men. We're going to take you on a journey of transformation. We're going to teach you some things. We're going to experience. You're going to experience. It's the giveaways. It's going to be crazy. So I need every single one of you to join us tomorrow. Tell your friends about it. When you get that invite, tell us that you're going to be there. Invite 5 people to be here with you, so that we're all experiencing this shift together. shift together. I got to make sure I say it right, because my big brother, my older brother Leroy, will contact me later on.
That's right. 5 days left. I think it's 5. Yeah, it should be 5 days left.
5 days left. He will be 55 in 5 days. He will be 55 in 5 days. And so let's see. Dr. Alonda says, send me the flyer so I can promote it. Oh, okay, we'll definitely do that. There's one that Dr. McKenzie Jr. Created, and we'll send that to you. Have everybody promote it, just so that we can have huge numbers. It's a whole party. It's a whole party. It's BYOL.
A party going on.
It's a party going on. I need everybody BYOL. Bring your own lunch. But aside from the lunch, we got the rest of it. We're gonna give away some things. It's gonna be a fun time. Just an incredible time.
Gonna have some Frankie Beverly and Mays playing.
How that go? How that go, Leroy? How that go? Y'all know only got one dance. I'm a chair dancer. I'm a chair dancer.
Say joy and pain.
Joy and
sunshine
pain.
And rain.
And rain. If y'all don't know what we talking, if y'all don't know Frankie, give me your card.
Yeah, exactly. Just hand it over right now.
If you don't know Frankie Beverly and Mays, give me your card. If you don't know how to play spades, give me your card. Give me your card. Give me your card. Right. So
if you like sugar on your rice,
if you like sugar on your rice, give me your card. Give me your card. Look, Lala said, do my church dance. Lala, do this thing.
Marla, come snatch him out that chair, please. Come snatch him out that chair, please.
She done now. She calling us clowns. She calling it. See, she was agreeing with us, telling us that Kwanzaa was this was the greatest teaching on Kwanzaa. Now we're talking about rice, and she don't know how to play spades. So now she upset. She calling us clowns, right? So man, this is the last podcast for the year.
Yeah, of this year, last Friday, y'all.
Next year we coming in hot. We got some great topics, great guests. It's gonna be real phenomenal. 2024 is gonna be hard, but for those of you that are prepared, it's gonna be your best year ever.
Yes, sir.
For those of you that are prepared, it's gonna be your best year ever.
I love that.
If you don't have a plan of personal development, your business is gonna fail, your family is gonna fail. It's just the way that it is. That's not me prophesying gloom and doom. It's just the way that it is. I got to give you the truth. My wife said, "Go to your rooms." She mad. She mad, Leroy. She mad, bro. And she loved Leroy, so she mad at you too now. So that is not just.
She done want to put me in timeout.
Oh my God. So I need everyone. Next year is going to be powerful. Next year is going to be
Yes,
strong. Pray for us this weekend as we go into Saturday. I'm excited about 24. What makes me
Coming
excited
home.
about a year that's going to be hard? I'm ready. I'm prepared.
That's
Right?
it.
So
That's
I
it.
want everybody to be prepared. We will see y'all tomorrow at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern. 12 o'clock a.m. 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 12 noon.
You
Eastern
show
Standard
up 12 a.m. Ain't nobody gonna
Yeah,
be
I'm
there.
like, yeah, ain't nobody gonna be here. Like we love Remand too, but yeah, we not coming. Get somebody else to do it. 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's gonna be phenomenal. Join us as we celebrate, as we have fun. We got a lot of announcements, a lot of things that are happening. It's just gonna be a fun time, and we're gonna teach you in the process and give you a bit about what Remand does and how we do it. So looking forward to seeing y'all. Love and respect y'all. Talk soon. Peace.
Later.